Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Men Pretend to Like Women for Smex. Let's get right into it.
I think one of the scariest things about dating right now is the fact that I've noticed that a lot of men are pretending to like a woman or women that they really don't actually like. And I don't know if it's just like a high that men get. I think it's partially that. It's like, oh, I got her number. Oh, she fine, da 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 da. But they really are not fully equipped to handle us most of the time. And it's just like they get our number, they talk to us for a little bit, and it's like they don't know what to do with us because we require accountability. We require consistency. We require consideration. We require for you to be the man that you said you were going to be. And as soon as you start seeing those things and seeing that you have to live up to those things, that's when y'all back out. That's when y'all go ghost. That's when y'all go find another woman who doesn't require all those things. So then a lot of
Don't you love it when women try to suggest that they're so superior, but the men that they're surrounded by are all inferior? Well, you don't actually prove your point. If you're such a great woman, and how come you're having a hard time with men? To me, if a girl is wifey material, even girlfriend material, they get snatched up fast. Some of the best girls that are out there to date are already in relationships. So when you see these girls talking about, oh yeah, these men, they pretend to like us, but the reality of it is we require accountability, consistency, right? If you're not getting accountability and consistency from men, maybe they don't like you that much. A lot of men are pretending to like you just to get the cheeks. That's the reality of it is. And anyway, the part about it that I think that it's interesting is that she says it's one of the scariest things about dating. As if all men do this, and if all men do this, they're probably doing it to you, okay? But I found another video that she put out, and it kind of explains this in further detail, why she probably feels this way. She says being kept around and being fully chosen are two different things. Take a look.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but being kept around and being fully chosen are two totally different things. And I need you to understand the difference between the two. And trust me, I've been there. I've been in that situation where you can just tell a person is just keeping you around to keep you around. And some of the signs of that are low effort, their actions are not matching their words, they're not locking in, it's not exclusive. You guys are just going through the motions. It might be a situationship, it might be something that's just ongoing dating for months with no end game. That's a person that's keeping you around because you're not setting any boundaries. You're not putting your foot down, and you're not saying to that person, look, I'm not here to be a pen pal. I'm not here to be a live-in girlfriend or whatever. I want to be chosen. I want to be your girl. I want to whatever. But you shouldn't.
And you could try to put down your foot all you want, but if a man doesn't want you, putting your foot down is not going to get you a relationship. So many women think what they need to do is bully a man to commit to them. If you got to bully a man to commit to you, he really doesn't want to commit to you. Oh, I need to put my foot down. Oh yeah, you're going to make me your girlfriend. How feminine is that? How feminine is that? That's like me saying, oh, if a girl doesn't give me the cheeks, I got to put my foot down and make sure she gives me the cheeks. That's what it sounds like. You guys are trying to force your way onto men. It's not going to work. And the fact that you need to do that lets me and you both know you're probably not worth it. You're probably not worth it. He kept you around because you were easy cheeks and he didn't see no future with you. Only casual, short-term encounters only, okay? And women like you get that kind of treatment. Now, I like this because here's a girl that kind of understands what I'm talking about. Take a look.
I just think we need to bring back men who take women on dates and give them flowers and shit. But the thing that we don't talk about is that we need to bring back women who deserve it.
We need to bring back women who deserve it. Yeah, exactly. A lot of you women have had long, extensive whole faces for over a decade. You racked up your body count. And now, when you're about to hit the wall, you look at men and say, I'm going to put my foot down. You're going to make me a wife. Good effing luck. Good effing luck. The best you're going to get is a simp. And a lot of y'all don't really want simps. That's why you're single. A lot of y'all only have opportunities with simps. That's why you're single. And in your mind, the men you can't get, you need to put your foot down. that's just so attractive. Oh, that's just so desirable. Oh my God, you hit it on the head. That's what you were doing wrong the entire time. Now, here's a woman that's married and she understands what I'm talking about. In her caption, she says, women aren't hard to take care of and love. Here's some tips for a happy marriage. And I think she's being kind of sarcastic. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Fuck him, feed him, leave him alone. I made a video like a week ago stating what men want. Got about 1 million views, pissed a lot of women off. They want me to do one for you guys, stating how easy and simple women are to take care of and love and appreciate. So this is for the girls. Here's what girls want you to know, men. Sex. You don't need it. Because she doesn't. So if she doesn't want to put out, have fun going 25 years in a marriage without it. Food. She doesn't want to cook. She's not going to. So if you work 16-hour days, guess what? You get to come home and cook too. Oh, and housework. You'll be doing that as well while she sits on her ass and does nothing. So you will be expected to pay all the bills, all the cooking and cleaning, because hey, she's a mom. That should be enough for you. Nagging. It means she loves you. Don't misconstrue it. So if the second you walk in the door and she's down your throat, it's a good thing. Respect. You can respect her. Hold her on a pedestal. She doesn't have to do it for you because only she matters. Projection. She's allowed to go through your phone, talk bad about you to her family. You can't do any of it because she's always the victim. Respect? Oh, that only goes one way. In their head, they say both ways, but they mean only them. Oh, and she can spend your money, her money, everybody's money. You can't touch your money. She'll put you on allowance of like $5 a week. And with girl math, that should buy you gas, cigarettes, energy drinks, food, and a whole new life. Be happy. She's helping. She's giving you money. Going out drinking with friends? She can do it. You can't. You can only do things she wants to do. TJ Maxx, Target, hair, nails, you have to go with her. Spend your money. You can't go hunting. Oh, and she can have guy friends and talk to whoever she wants, but you will be on lockdown and to go through your phone.
Now, if a woman could say this, because everyone says, oh, the red pill content, oh, the manosphere is so misogynist, there's women saying it too. And she's a married woman. So you know she's not just saying it. There's many times, if you watch my content, I've said the exact same thing she's been saying. One-way respect. Women want to come home. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. You had a 16-hour day at work. You got to cook. You got to clean. Who do you think she is? Yeah. She could have guy friends. She could be talking to whoever she wants to on the phone. You can't talk to whoever. A lot of women want control. They want to wear the pants in the relationship. And the reason why they want control is because they have anxiety and they can't settle their anxiety unless they're controlling somebody else. Unless they make someone else anxious. The whole world needs to stop to cure their anxiety. We need to bend over backwards for them. This is the environment we live with women nowadays. And this is why everybody is miserable. Dating culture is cooked. Okay? It's impossible to please a woman. You could do everything you think she wants and she'll still be miserable. And she'll possibly even cheat on you. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm really not exaggerating. I made a lot of videos covering this type of thing. You know? And she expects you to give her a soft life and provide and do all this. And what does she do for you? Nothing. You should be happy she's just there. Unbelievable. Yeah, talking shit about you to her family and your family, definitely one-way respect. Anyway, here's one of the women I'm describing. This is exactly what I mean. Here's an exact example of a woman I'm describing. Take a look.
This take is probably going to make some men angry, but who cares? When y'all tried the build together approach with women in their 30s and 40s, why do you think that's going to work? Like, and I'm going to be honest, I used to be a super pick-me, like, my man, right? The build together approach was cute when I was 22, because that's when I met my ex-husband and married him. But now that I'm 32, if you try to come to me with that built together approach, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, we've been out of high school for over a decade. From the time we got out of high school all the way up until now, what the fuck you been doing with your life? Because that don't make no fucking sense. So you just been out here just being a bum? Like, you ain't saved no money, you ain't buy no car, you don't have your own place, no nothing. And it's crazy because I was talking to a guy last September. He was damn near in his 40s, no car, no job, and he lived at home with his mom. And I'm like, babe, what the fuck you been doing with your life? Like, how are you a 40-year-old man in this situation? And they be looking at you crazy. And then they be mad when you don't want to deal with them. But I'm sorry, that's bum mentality.
But here's the funny part about it. Your face is covered by these words because you're really trying to hide something you're not proud about. You say you're 32, you look a lot older, hun. You look a lot older. And that ragamuffin wrap you have in your head and that pink shirt, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. A lot of these women get on here and they expect that, oh yeah, look at me, I built myself up, I'm so desirable. I don't see it that way. So the men that you're complaining about, these are the type of men you attract, and you're mad at the men. But you attracted them. Dog shit attracts flies. Why be mad that you're attracting flies if you're dog shit? I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're dog shit, but dog shit shouldn't be mad that flies are hovering around. So, again, women get online and they talking about, oh, well, when I was 22, I was a pick-me. And when it came to building together, I was down for building together. But now that I'm 32, I want you to have everything. Now that she built something, she thinks that you should have everything now because she built something. She spent the last 10, 12 years of her life trying to prove she don't need a man. And now, if a man comes around, she's going to chastise him, harass him, and ask him, what have you done? Baby, what have you done? What have you done? Where are your skills to nurture, cook, clean, provide, stroke a man's ego, and know exactly how to support him? Because right now it seems like all you know how to do is point your fingers and suck your teeth. That should be the last thing you're sucking. Anyway, here's a woman trying to make the argument. A good woman is a constantly shifting thing. Another woman who, to me, has some good points. Take a look.
A good woman is constantly changing as history progresses. Initially, colonially speaking, a good woman was someone who came from a good family. She was well educated. She could speak multiple languages. She could read. She could write. She could draw. She could sing. She went to charm school, right? She was well versed in social etiquette. That was a good woman. Her primary role was providing status to her husband from her origin of birth. As history progressed and we got to the industrial era, a good woman became a domestic manager. She cleaned, she raised children. While men worked in factories, the woman would maintain the home and manage the children. Then there was World War II. Here comes the Rosie the Riveter propaganda. To help support the war efforts while the men were away, the women joined the workforce. Industrial production literally depended on female labor during World War II. Then post-war comes. The men come back. Women are asked to go back to the household. Soldiers needed jobs. Women were pushed out of the labor force and back into domestic roles. Mind you, all of this before women even had bank accounts. Then here comes the 1980s. Women are working full-time and doing all of the domestic labor. They're girl bossing it up because the economy requires a dual income. But domestic expectations for women don't shift to men. Now we are still living in that world where women are expected to do it all. Women's roles throughout history have always been elastic. It expands, it contracts, it reshapes itself to meet the economic needs. Society asks women to be whatever the economy needs at the moment, and then moralizes that role as a good woman. Men's roles, by contrast, stay stagnant. The definition of a good man hasn't changed. Men are providers and protectors. Men have never been asked to change. Society has never asked men to be anything else. Their labor has always been their primary value to society. So their identity has stayed fixed for such. Women, on the other hand, have been trained to be multifunctional.
As multifunctional as you may be, and I agree with you, a woman, you should be someone's pride. Give a man status, a domestic manager. But the fault that you made a mistake, in my personal opinion, was thinking that the economy needed women. It wasn't the economy needed women. It was the billionaires' perverts' ideas to ruin and destabilize American society to turn into a globalist culture. Maybe that's a conspiracy, but I'll tell you this. When World War II happened and women went into the workforce, y'all didn't want to return back home. No, y'all got a taste of making your own money, and you felt to yourself, I don't need a man because I could work now. That was the real issue. The idea that you now wanted to compete with men. Okay? But your roles largely haven't changed that much either. Yeah, you're in the workforce now. Yeah, you might be getting educated, but you're not, the world doesn't depend on you to build society. No, it doesn't. It doesn't depend on you to run society. See, men's role is so important, it doesn't need a shift, because if it did shift, it would be too much for men. We're already doing everything else. You were a domestic manager, now you're working as a clerk, because most of the work that women do is admin. Y'all make it seem like y'all all are in the corner office being boss babes. That's not the reality. Don't exaggerate it. Most women are cashiers. You don't build the store that you're working at. You just ring up the groceries. Guess who built the store? Guess who delivered the groceries? Guess who harvests them? You want credit for being a cashier and you think you're a boss babe. Boss of who? Again, women have inflated their value so much while equally minimizing a man's value. And just because you said we haven't changed doesn't mean a goddamn thing. But society's evolving, right? You're living in more comfort now than you were in the 80s, correct? You have more connectivity now than you did before, correct? More technology, correct? Better cars, correct? Better transportation, correct? And who the hell you think had to build all of this? Women? Did your roles evolve into that? I think we need some fair appreciation between men and women because it doesn't exist now. Women think that they have their role is such above men. They just have surpassed men, and men, we're just stuck. We're just stagnant. Because society has just stagnated since the 1980s. Nothing's different. We don't have cell phones, computers, laptops. We don't have AI. Oh, we don't got nothing of that. Well, no. We don't have companies who are becoming one employee companies that are worth $1 billion. We don't have that. No. We don't have modern infrastructure. Of course not. Modern warfare. Of course not. No. We don't have better means to protect and provide. No. Everything stayed the same. But women, they changed everything. Good job, cashiers. Great job. Anyway, here's a man who made a great point, and just a quick point, but I think it's important to keep. Take a look.
30 to 60 girls. And as you guys know, I manage 30 to 60 girls. And this guy, I love this comment, says, this is the only guy who has hypergamy and a chokehold. And I do. It's very, very easy. Females are very, very easy to understand. If you use logic, they will confuse you. If you understand that they are slaves to their emotions, then they are very easy to understand. They're very easy to predict, and they're very easy to control. Even if they have free will, they are ruled by their emotions at the end of the day, no matter what. Logic does not dictate their actions, their emotions does. So long as they feel things, they will act accordingly. So, how do you make them feel things? It's very simple. You need to give them dopamine, you need to give them vasopressin, and you need to give them oxytocin. So long as those things are applied and you are irreplaceable, they will pretty much do whatever you say and whatever you want. Men don't operate this way. Men are equity loaded. Females are not equity loaded. And most men don't understand that. They think the more I do for a girl, the more loyal she'll be to me. No. Females are not loyal. They're only loyal to their emotions. They are hypergamous. So what that means is, if you're the best guy possible, and you give them those 3 elements, the elements that I said, they feel those emotions, they will never leave, and they will pretty much do whatever you need them to do.
Key effing points. You can't just be the best guy. You got to make her feel the best. It is what it is. I agree with him. Men were equity loaded. We judge things by logic. They judge things by emotions. They're going to go the place that feels good. not the place that is good. Like a drug addict runs to get high, so does a woman. They get high on their own supply. Oxytocin, vasopressin, and dopamine. They're going to get high, oh yeah. They're going to touch the sky. And if you can make them touch the sky, if you can get them a nice hit of those hormones, that adrenaline, those feelings, you have them wrapped around your finger. And that's why, is it really worth arguing with women? No, and that's why my content's for men. Because we talk about what women do in a logical way. But can you ever explain this to women? Probably not. It is what it is. That's why, hey, just pretend like you like her. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.